In this video, we are going to talk about Top 5 Unsolved Mysteries. 5. Jack the Ripper. In the year 1888, a serial killer known as Jack the Ripper spread fear throughout the poorer neighborhoods of London. It won't be an exaggeration to claim that this psychopath was the worst criminal that ever appeared in one of your mystery riddles brought to life. There were many people, both men and women, who were investigated as prospective possibilities for the crimes committed by Jack the Ripper. Nevertheless, the genuine perpetrator was never found. The manner in which Jack the Ripper disposed of the remains of his victims by mutilating or ripping them places him or her on the top of the list of the most terrible unsolved mysteries in the course of history. This is primarily the reason for this ranking. 4. The Malaysian Airlines flight. When they hear about MH370, many people who fly by plane still experience a cold chill. After all, it is one of the most significant riddles in the modern world that has not yet been resolved. At 12:41 a.m. local time, Flight 370 took off, and at 1:01 a.m., it had climbed to its cruising altitude of 10,700 meters. At 1:07 a.m., the aircraft communication addressing and reporting system made its final message before being turned off. This system transmitted information regarding the performance of the aircraft. At 1:21 a.m., just as the aircraft was about to cross into Vietnamese airspace over the South China Sea, the plane's transponder, which connected with air traffic control, was turned off. At 1:19 a.m., the crew's last audio communication occurred. Military and civilian radar in Malaysia started following the aircraft at 1:30 a.m. as it circled, flew southwest over the Malay Peninsula, then headed northwest over the Strait of Malacca. The plane lost contact with Malaysian military radar over the Andaman Sea at 2:22 a.m. Hourly signals from Flight 370 were picked up by an Inmarsat satellite in geostationary orbit over the Indian Ocean, which last located the aircraft at 8:11 a.m. The South China Sea was the focus of the initial search efforts for the plane. Search operations were moved to the Strait of Malacca and the Andaman Sea when it was discovered that Flight 370 had veered to the west immediately after the transponder was turned off. The plane had been missing for a week before the Inmarsat contact was made public on March 15. Although the plane's precise location could not be determined from the signal analysis, it was found that it might have been anywhere along two arcs, one extending from Java southward into the Indian Ocean southwest of Australia and the other northward through Asia from Vietnam to Turkmenistan. On the southern arc, the search region was subsequently widened to include the Indian Ocean southwest of Australia, and on the northern arc, it was widened to include Southeast Asia, Western China, the Indian subcontinent, and Central Asia. The flight crashed in a remote area of the Indian Ocean 2,500 kilometers southwest of Australia, according to Inmarsat and the United Kingdom Air Accidents Investigation Branch, according to an announcement made by Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak on March 24. Therefore, the odds of anyone remaining on board were incredibly slim. The crash site's remote position made it difficult to find the wreckage. Around 2,000 kilometers northwest of Perth, Western Australia, an Australian ship began to notice a number of acoustic pings beginning on April 6 that may have originated from the flight recorder or black box of the Boeing 777. The position of the acoustic pings, the last of which was received on April 8, was confirmed by additional examination of the Inmarsat data by the AAIB, which discovered a partial signal from the plane at 8:19 a.m. The flight recorder was probably nearing the end of its battery life if the signals were from Flight 370. A robotic submersible was used to perform more searches. The submarine did not discover any debris, the pings were dispersed over a large region, and testing revealed that a defective wire in the acoustic apparatus could have caused the pings. Well, do you like what you are seeing so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep watching because you don't want to miss what we have at the number 1 spot. 3. The manuscript of the Voynich family. The mystery of the Voynich manuscript has not yet been explained. The mind-boggling manuscript will have you pondering for days after you've only glanced at it once. The Voynich manuscript is a lengthy book that has over 240 pages and was written in a writing system that has not been deciphered. The writing is filled with pictures that include odd-looking yet vivid paintings, unusual items, and symbols that cannot be deciphered. Carbon dating reveals that the book is older than 600 years, despite the fact that it was given its current name in honor of the Polish-American bookseller who purchased it in 1912. The Voynich manuscript was most likely put together at some point in the early 15th century, during the time period known as the Italian Renaissance. 2. Cryptus. The weird and enigmatic-looking sculpture known as Cryptus is located in front of the CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia, in the United States. This cryptographic puzzle, which stands at a height of 12 feet and was created by the artist Jim Sanborn, is made up of a total of 1,800 characters that are combined in a one-of-a-kind way to generate an encrypted message. Cryptus, which was constructed more than 25 years ago, seems like it was lifted from a story by Dan Brown. In spite of the fact that 3 of its messages have been deciphered, the 4th portion at the bottom, which is made up of approximately 95 characters, is often regarded as being among the most difficult codes to crack. Why don't you give the great Cryptus a shot if you consider yourself to be an expert at unraveling riddles? 1. Beale ciphers. The Beale ciphers, often referred to as the Beale papers, are a collection of 3 ciphertexts that, according to legend, reveal the precise location of a long-lost treasure that has been buried deep underground. It is thought that the treasure troves, consisting of concealed gold, silver, and various diamonds, are worth more than $43 million. It is stated that the person who deciphers the place that is indicated in the Beale ciphers will be paid around $12 million in gold. 1885 saw the first publication of the ciphers, which was in the form of a pamphlet written by an unknown author. The leaflet claims that the person who wrote the code was an explorer by the name of Thomas Beale and that he hid a significant quantity of gold, silver, and diamonds. If found now, this cache of money would be worth millions of dollars. It is said that Beale left behind 3 ciphers that detailed the location of the treasure and how to get it. The author of the booklet was able to decipher one of the ciphers once he realized that the key was the Declaration of Independence from the United States of America. The solutions to the remaining 2 ciphers have not yet been found. There is very little historical evidence that points to the treasure, despite the fact that people have been captivated by the ciphers for many years. Participating in escape games will help you hone your talents, and who knows, maybe one day you'll be able to figure out the answer to this conundrum. So, that's it for today's video. What do you think of the number 1 spot? Hit us up in the comments and let's chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for our channel so you never miss what's coming next from us. Thanks for watching.